The scholar's path. The world told you to stay in your lane, to quiet your questions, to memorize answers instead of mastering truth, to sit down, be still, and accept what you're told. But the scholar inside you never stopped wondering. You weren't born knowing. You were born seeking. The scholar's path begins in uncertainty, in the tension of not knowing, and the strength to walk anyway. Not for applause, but understanding. Not for status, but substance. You stop needing to be right and start needing to be real. You realize knowledge isn't confined to classrooms. It's in the silence between words, in how people move when no one's watching, in the questions that shake your voice, but you ask them anyway. You build your mind like a fortress. Each book, each journal, each hard-earned lesson, a stone in the foundation. You don't study for approval. You study for clarity, for alignment, for freedom. You read people like books, situations like essays, your own emotions like sacred text. You stop asking, why me? And start asking, what's the meaning here? What is this moment teaching me? Because learning isn't linear. Growth doesn't follow a syllabus. There's no final exam for wisdom. But there are trials. Daily ones. Moments where your values get tested and ego is invited to step back. You find truth where others don't look. In poetry and pain. In dialogue and silence. In heartbreak and healing. In your own still voice. The scholar doesn't speak to impress. He speaks to illuminate. He listens to elevate. He asks what others avoid and studies answers with patience, not pride. He doesn't debate to win. He engages to sharpen understanding. He values silence over noise, substance over flash, insight over influence. And when he speaks, it's with intention, not impulse. He builds not just his knowledge, but his ability to apply it, act from it, and teach from it. To use it as medicine, not ammunition. He walks the world as a student of everything, from physics to fatherhood, from scripture to sidewalk conversation, from science to sacred intuition. With each lesson, his path becomes brighter, not easier, just clearer, more rooted, more aligned. True power lives in awareness. True strength is understanding. And true leadership starts with knowing how to think. He knows. The first home is in the mind. The first weapon is perspective. The first revolution within. So he keeps studying, growing, refining, knowing knowledge isn't performance, but sacred practice. The world may not notice, but he feels it. In posture, in presence, in peace. The scholar isn't chasing titles. He's building truth. Not to be worshipped, but to be useful. Not to escape life, but to serve it better. This is the path of quiet insight, disciplined thought, becoming light in dark places, making clarity your compass and wisdom your weapon. This is the scholar's path.